afternoon. We are doing a bit of a ExtraGammaCast thingy-do-valaki to add to that little extra bit. I did the pop one before, so this will be the second ExtraCast. I'm actually in the process of moving and sorting my collection, and I've got a lot of mess around me, as you can see. I'm still going through boxes and sorting out everything and counting what books I own. It's a long process. If you are cataloguing your own comics, I do suggest using CLZ. It's a great app on the phone. You can scan any comics with barcodes, any of the stuff pre-barcode you can easily find as well. Slowly going through it all. It's been a fun process to go through, and also tedious. So if you're starting to collect, I suggest just doing it straight away. But if you're like, so many millions or thousands or whatever books in, you choose what to do, but CLZ's there for you. I honestly suggest, obviously, if you don't want to spend any money, because CLZ does cost, just spreadsheets. But keep track, and the earlier you start, the better. I just wanted to show some things as I was talking about that American stock. I finally had some arrive. We've got this guy here. So this guy is up for sale on the Nerds Paradise website. It's obviously Blue from Jurassic World. Awesome figure. I know that the image, we all made jokes about it looked like it had to pee. Named for his unique color markings. But this is my first American order, so I figured I'd show off one of the toys now, just because it's so cool. I always had obsessions with velociraptors, so there's a good chance that I might end up having to get a Blue for myself. Just very cool. And the box is so nice. I know that they're doing a lot more of the dinosaurs and even some of the classic stuff from Jurassic Park. So if you see anything about them and there's some that you want, let me know, because I'm probably going to order, not heaps, but I'll order like a fair few Jurassic related products now, just because it's super cool. Going to jump to something I ordered ages ago through Super 7 now. I nearly sold out of them, so there's only a very limited amount left. They're unpunched. It's the Reaction Shredder. Ben from Toy Power Podcast, he loves his shredder. He's got so many cool ones now. He posted up some awesome stuff on his Instagram, but definitely go and follow Toy Power Podcast and have a look at all Ben's shredders. He grabbed two of these, one to obviously take out and play with and one to keep boxed, because I've tried to keep them like perfect. So as soon as they arrived, I tried to store them very carefully so that no damage. I do find a lot of Super 7 stuff's glue wears away and these will fall out, but it's weird. So every time I ordered anything like any reaction figure from a distributor that wasn't direct from Super 7, they'd come off. Every single thing direct from Super 7 has been perfect. So I don't know if maybe it's been kept in a hot warehouse or the travel, something's heating it up enough that the glue is coming undone. So with these, they probably want to be stored in a cooler space and out of the sun for sure. So yeah, awesome. You can find out the price for that one on nerdsparadise.com.au. Going to quickly show off this little guy too, because he just arrived. Oops, pop that open. Black Series. Look at that, look how tiny he is. The child. Apparently people get really angry when you call him Baby Yoda, but I'm going to refer to him as Baby Yoda because it's just easier. Saying the child is weird. Baby Yoda, he's got a little frog and I can't even really tell. The ball and a cup. Yeah, absolutely tiny. I didn't actually realise that it was going to be to scale for the figures, so I was expecting him to rock up and just be like about this big in the Black Series container. I didn't really pay enough attention, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I know that one or two people have asked for these, so they are here and ready. I've just got to organise some stuff. These are fine, but I noticed that for the first time ever, I've got boxes of stock with embargo dates. But when ordering it, there was no information on embargoes and no comments about embargo. So I've got to double check what I'm actually allowed to give out. I might not, this should be fine, but unfortunately the other half of my shipment may not be allowed to be on the shelf until like August, which is insane if they've sent it now, because I don't want to have it sitting here. I think you want it. You want to play with it, right? So that's just three cool things that I thought I'd show off. All three of those for sale on the Nerds Paradise website, or message me on here, comment, tag, whatever. Viewers' discretion decide on how to get in contact. I'm going to show some personal comics. We talked about this. People wanted to know some stuff that I liked, some bigger issues and some smaller issues or whatever. I figured I'd just sort of do a weird mix. Like, I want to just have a weird thing for some signed books as well. So this is my, bit of glare there, Harley Quinn #1 from the Amanda Connor, I can't say Jimmy's last name, and Chad Harden's series. It's all signed by all three of them. I got this literally the day that this came out. I was getting it straight from the shop, but I jumped online and actually purchased the signature one. It's got the certificates and everything with it straight away, like $30, and that included delivery. So now I know that any of these earlier books for New 52 for Harley Quinn, because it really took off, are a bit more expensive. And having the signatures, for me, I don't know, I just really like it. I love Amanda's work on this, so I think that that's one cool little standout piece in my collection. I don't know, I don't like the new Harley Quinn stuff as much, but that series, the New 52 Harley, was brilliant. And if you're reading New 52, I also suggest please read Aquaman, because those two for New 52 sort of won out what they did there. Then I'm going to show off my Venom #1. These are all, okay, 2 of these are modern and the other book isn't. So Venom, sorry about the glare, it's signed by Donny Cates. This is the Halo graded book, 9.8, with the signature series title that they did with good old Nev. Thanks Nev for setting this up, it's pretty cool. I like it, I love the tongue on it. I was going to get the first appearance of Noel and stuff signed, but I don't know, I just have a weird thing. I think if you're going to get it signed, get a #1, get it in a darker place for Venom so you can really see it and it doesn't hurt the character. I get kind of annoyed when a signature is just bam on the character. It just kind of defeats the purpose for me. But yeah, slowly I'll do some more videos of these and show you some other stuff. I know that this one's going to be a long video because I'm blabbering, but yeah, it's pretty cool. One of my favourites, first appearance of MoonKnight, Werewolf by Night, #32. It's 5.0 CGC, so different grading service obviously. If you don't know much about grading services, I could always have a chat and talk about them at some point. Yeah, Werewolf by Night #32, the first appearance of MoonKnight, also Mark Spector. I paid a lot for this. I can't remember exactly how much. It wasn't cheap. I'm happy with what I paid though, considering I've double checked it and it's still going up and doesn't seem to be having a fall in price at all. He keeps getting rumoured and constantly rumoured to be in MCU stuff and in different TV shows and whatever, but yeah, I've always been a big fan of MoonKnight. I've nearly got the full run of Werewolf by Night. That's the odd thing, is I actually probably have, I'm only like a couple issues off completing that run, where MoonKnight, as I found out the other day, I was oddly missing a bunch of stuff, and Ian, who is the owner of Gamma Rays Comics, helped me out, hooked me up, and filled a giant gap I was missing. But I've still got a lot to go with MoonKnight. I don't know what I've done. As I've been going through my collection, I've noticed lots of weird gaps and things. I'm wondering if I've sold boxes or, I don't know, left a box somewhere. It's including some Amazing Spider-Man's vanished. So now I guess I'm in the process of slowly, just one by one, getting those back issues, as long as my normal weekly pickups. So yeah, that's probably like one of my biggest prizes for, like, I love having this. This is one of my books that I always wanted. As soon as I read the first thing I read about MoonKnight, I was obsessed, and then started reading the Werewolf by Night stuff and was absolutely in love with it. Yeah, the cover is super nice. Like, for a 5.0, I was expecting it to look kind of worse. I mean, it's got, you can see it's, see if I can get the camera to get it. See, it's tattered here. And I'm not, like, obviously I can't see the inside of the book. I could probably get the grader's notes pretty easily and have a read, but the cover, when you graded it, is obviously the thing that you're gonna see. You can't open it. So to have a really nice cover when it's graded is just the best thing. If you've got a 2.5, but that cover looks stunning in the graded thing, then that's fine. Like, that's cool. I like grading services, but I only like using grading services on books that I am not going to read again. So I own this in a collected edition. I've got the omnibus of Werewolf by Night. So I've got this. The Venom one, I've got 2 of that. And even that Harley Quinn, I've actually got 3 of those because I've got another one that's like a 1 in something 100 or 1 in 1000 even variant that I managed to pick up super cheap at a closing down sale, which was insane. But yeah, so I've been fairly lucky with those books there. I honestly suggest, if you're a local collector using Halo, trying them out, see what you think, mainly because I don't like waiting a long time. And yeah, it's still a bit of a wait time, but in comparison to sending your book to the States, waiting for it eventually coming back, the time period is just so much longer. And now, as horrible as it is, with everything else, with shipping costs and stuff, it's just, yeah, if we can keep it here and do it here, if CGC was in Australia, I would legitimately jump on that like so quick, because me and I know a couple other guys, we've got a pile each that we all want to send off, but we just at the moment can't because of prices and whatever else. But yeah, definitely be more sent to Halo soon. Once they're doing a catch up at the moment for June, so I think after their catch up, I might even do a submit, because I haven't submitted anything in a while. And on that note, that's all I've really got to show today. I will quickly say, if you're looking for something to jump onto and read right now, go into your local comic store and ask about Conan Serpent War. If they've got any left, I really suggest having you reading it. Like, it's just fun. Seeing MoonKnight and Conan team up, like, it's just fantastic. It's just not what you'd expect to see. You don't expect to see those characters together, and it's been a really enjoyable read. Now it's moved on to the next Serpent part with Conan from this, so that's finished. But yeah, go into your local comic shop and ask about it. Definitely message Gamma Rays Comics and ask Ian or myself if we've got any left, and we can help you out. Alright, so on that one, have a good afternoon, keep collecting. Oh, there we go, that's a good sign off. That's it, GammaCast, keep collecting. Alright, catch us later.
I'm gonna take you on a ride.